Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. We are continuing our chapter electricity, right? Simple electric circuits. And we have learned a lot of things in this lesson. And I have given you the homework, but many of the children again same thing you are doing. 6th class boys especially. Why are you not sending me the homeworks, children? Don't just listen to the class and leave it. Please do the homeworks. Now we are in page number 117. Identifying conductors and insulators. Open the textbooks. When I am explaining the lesson, please follow the textbook. Take the circuit which we used in activity 3 as shown in figure number 8. Remove the safety pin from the drawing pin so that you have two open terminals. Here I have told the safety pin acts like a switch. So an open circuit here. They are asking to remove the safety pins. Insert different objects like hairpin. In the place of safety pin, we have to insert a hairpin, eraser, plastic scale, matchstick, piece of metal bangle, piece of glass bangle, paper clip, etc. in the gap between A and B. Why we have inserted a safety pin here? Because it is like a switch. Two terminals we are attaching one side positive terminal and one side negative terminal. In the place of safety pin, you keep a eraser, otherwise a hair clip, a bangle piece, anything. With each insertion, check whether the bulb glows or not. Record your observations in the table number 2. So, if you keep the hairpin, it is a metal, so you get the bulb glows. If you keep an eraser, what happens? It is a rubber and bulb does not glows. So, in this way, you can identify the conductor and the insulator. What are the conductors which allow the electric current to flow through them? So, metal allows the current to flow through them. Safety pin allows the current to flow through them. Then it is called as a conductor. Here, when you keep the eraser, it does not glow. Then you can say that it is an insulator. So, in this way, you have to check with all matchstick, divider from the geometry box, piece of, open the table number 2 from the next page. These are the objects and name of the material you have to write. Does the bulb glow or not? You have to fill up this table. This is your homework, children, for today. Fill up this table and complete the homework, okay? If you look at the table 2, after recording your observation, you will find that the bulb glows in some cases and some cases bulb does not glow. Can you guess the reason? Yes. Because the substances that allow to flow the electric current through them are called as conductors of electricity, and substances which do not allow electric current to flow through them are known as insulators. So here, name of the material, if it is metal, it is a conductor. If it is a rubber, then it is an insulator. Like this you have to find out and you have to fill up this table. And these 2 points are very important, children. And what are conductors and what are insulators? Using the above definitions, can you group the objects you observed in your daily life as conductors or insulators? Make a list of objects and group them as conductors and write in table number 3. So here you have to write what are the conductors and what are the insulators that are you observing in your daily life. Anything you can write. If you are wearing the rubber chappals, they are called as insulators. And you can write metal as conductors. So now in your daily life, you observe what are the conductors and what are the insulators in your home. Example, I have told you, rubber chappals are the insulators. Now next about the story of bulb. So table number 2 and table number 3, both I am giving you as a homework for today. The story of bulb. The story of invention of bulb is very interesting. We may think that the bulb is very simple gadget, just press a switch and it lights up. But do you know that many scientists worked hard for many years before the first successful bulb was made? One of them was Thomas Alva Edison, who ultimately succeeded in making the first bulb. So this question is also very important. Underline this line. Thomas Alva Edison was the first person who has invented the bulb. So the story of the bulb goes around this person known as Thomas Alva Edison. So now in your house you are seeing there the bulb. Just you will switch on and you will get the light up. But before that, behind the bulb there is a big story. And the hard work Work of the Thomas Alva Edison. From childhood, Edison was of an inquisitive nature and he learned science by performing experiments himself. He was an inquisitive nature means he was always having curiosity to know what is happening around us. That curiosity made him to do different types of experiments. You will be amazed to know that in his lifetime he invented more than 1000 inventions. Not only the bulb, but he has invented thousands of inventions. Even an intelligent scientist like Edison had to work hard for many years before he could make a bulb that worked. So, before he made a glowing bulb, he had done a lot of hard work to make a successful bulb. That means he was failed in doing the bulbs earlier, then later on he has succeeded in to make a glowing bulb. First of all, he passed electricity through a thin thread like platinum wire. As we have learned that there is a filament in the bulb which is made up of tungsten nowadays, but before that he has passed the electricity through a wire like platinum wire. He noticed that the wire did give out light after being heated, but it burned out after only a few seconds. So when he has done this experiment by using platinum wire, the bulb was not glow. Instead of that, it has burned within few seconds. Edison then thought that if the air surrounding the wire coil was removed, then perhaps the wire would not burn out so quickly. Then he thought that maybe it is not covered. Because of the air, it might have burned fastly. Then he made a glass casing and fitted a filament of platinum wire in. So then he thought he has to cover that platinum wire and he has to protect it from air. Then he made a glass casing. Then he fitted this glass casing in under this platinum wire. He passed an electric current through the wire and so his delight the bulb lit up and do not burn out for 8 long minutes. Then he observed that experiment. The bulb was glowing for 8 minutes. He began experiment with different materials while searching for a better choice of filament. Then he started doing this experiment, performing on different types of wires for the better result. He did not left it. Okay, the bulb is glowing for 8 minutes. That's enough. And then we'll stop and we'll go for next invention. Not like that. Then he started doing the same invention by using different metals to get a better result. He tried cotton thread coated with soot. This filament burned continuously for 45 hours. Then when he did this experiment with cotton thread, then the bulb was glowing till 45 hours. It was better than 8 minutes, no? He tried different kinds of threads. One summer day, he saw a man fanning himself with a bamboo fan. Yes, in olden days, there were no fans, ACs. The people, those who were going for work outside, they used to take a bamboo fan and they used to fan themselves. An idea struck his curious mind. As I told that, Edison was an inquisitive nature. That means he was having a curiosity to know what is happening around us. Then he saw a man. Then he got an idea that, well, why not try bamboo fiber as a filament in the place of platinum wire? He thought to take a bamboo fiber. He made a wire with bamboo fiber. Then he executed his idea and amazingly the bamboo filament burned continuously for a number of days. Then he started making bamboo fiber. With the help of bamboo fiber, he made a filament. Then the result is that the bulb was glowing continuously for a number of days. Not for only 8 minutes or 45 minutes, but it was glowing for a number of days. Finally, he succeeded in making a cotton filament that was ever better than a bamboo one. Then at last he made a cotton filament that was even better than the bamboo one. So like this, he was doing several experiments to get a better glowing bulb. Today we use the same kind of bulbs as were first made by the Edison. The bulbs that we are using nowadays is the same bulb that was invented by the Edison. But the thing is, the difference is that our bulbs have a filament made of a metal called tungsten. So the filament that is in our bulbs nowadays is made with tungsten, not with the bamboo or the cotton. That is the difference. But the idea to make the glass casing or the platinum wire or the filament is has come from the Edison's mind. So by this we have finished the chapter. So here are the keywords as already I have written. Now what we have learned in this chapter, just have a glance. Cell is the source of electrical energy in a torchlight. Cells has two terminals, positive and negative terminal. This may come in your fill in the blanks or the one word question answers. As you have finished the recently exams, I have given you the out of box questions for 4 marks, that is from the textbook. Many of the children has not attended this one. Just you have written the question answers that are directly from the textbook or the workbook. That means you are not at all reading the textbook. As I told you that table number 1, 2, 3 and the do you know boxes and these type of questions may be coming from the textbook. So you have to listen the lesson carefully, and in every lesson they have given what we have learned, and from this you may having the one word question answers or the fill in the blanks. So cells has two terminals like positive and terminal. This is a very important point. Next, bulb consists of two terminals and filament which emits light. Filament is also very important point. Next, electricity requires a closed path to flow. So always the electricity passes through a closed path, not in a open path. A switch helps us to allow or break the flow of electricity in a circuit. Why is that we are using the switch? And we have done, already we have learned about an experiment. In the place of switch, we have used a safety pin. So what does the switch do? It allows to pass the electricity and breaks the electricity. Next, torchlight consists of a cell, bulb and switch. So in place, about the torchlight, you have to learn the diagram also. It consists of a cell, bulb and switch and many inner parts. It is there in your textbook. And go through the diagram. It is a very important diagram for you. Next, subject about the conductors and the insulators. As I told you, substances which allow the flow of electricity through them are known as conductors of electricity, and you have to learn the examples. Next, substances which do not allow to flow the electricity through them are known as insulators of electricity. So today's homework to fill up the both tables and learn about the conductors and insulators and about the examples also. Excuse me. Next, the electric bulb was invented by Thomas Alva Edison. So these are the points that we have learned in this chapter. So once again go through the lesson. So these were the topics that we have learned in this chapter. Go through the diagrams of electric circuit and the inner parts of the torchlight, about the tables, everything. And this is the homework for you. Fill up this both tables. Thank you.